So have you heard about all the arrests that police are making with young people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've read news in Bali, right?
Bali and Kaltim, a lot of cities that are not in Jakarta. Interestingly, they're just arresting people who are just hanging out, because I don't know why they're arresting kids, but a lot of kids are hanging out in places that are not malls or cafes outside of Jakarta, because there aren't any places like that there, right? Not enough. And people need that. I mean, like if you go to the villages in the middle of the night, you'd see kids just squatting at the side of the street, right, in the middle of the night, and they're just there to talk. And I don't know why they don't do it in the house. Maybe it's because when they're in that place, they can be with somebody else, but at the same time they can be themselves.
They create their own social space.
Exactly. And in Jakarta, there are places like Starbucks and all these different cafes that become social spaces. But again, not a lot of people can actually afford it. Starbucks is quite expensive, but people want to go and hang out there. And so if you can't afford it, then you're looking for that social space somewhere else, right?
Yeah, or they create their own social space.
Yeah. Some companies are actually reacting well to this, right? And they see the opportunity and take it.
Yeah, like I did like a few years ago. I did a study for 7-Eleven, and 7-Eleven is such a great example for creating social space for people. 7-Eleven in Indonesia, they bring a new concept, because have you seen 7-Eleven around in the world?
Sure.
It's just like a small convenience store placed in the corner of the street. People just go there and buy stuff and then just go out. But here in Indonesia, when people go to 7-Eleven, they buy stuff, a big bite of Slurpee, and then they hang out there for hours and hours, stay longer for them. I think because I think 7-Eleven see how Indonesian behavior, see how the teenagers and also the youngsters, they really love hanging around with their friends, chit chat and gossiping around. So what 7-Eleven did, they changed the concept of the convenience stores. They provide tables and chairs there, and also they provide meals for lunch, for dinner, or for breakfast in the morning. And then people go in there. Well, it's funny actually. Even they provide food or something, people go in there buy big bite or Slurpee, but they stay there for hours and hours.
Yeah. And if you think about it, the fact that Indonesians and Jakartans like to hang out is not something new, but 7-Eleven is the first one to actually do something about it, right? Circle K has been around for a long time. They see kids hanging out in front of their store. They don't do anything about it. So when 7-Eleven comes in and they did that, then Circle K started copying it. But I think it's kind of late, and for companies that are thinking, should we do what 7-Eleven did? Because we're not. Is it good to have kids hanging out just all the time there, even though they're just buying something that's not? They don't buy a lot of stuff. Well, I guess the answer to that is that the fact that, look at where 7-Eleven is right now. Right? We don't even call it 7-Eleven anymore. We call it Sevel. You shorten it. You give it nicknames. Yeah, you only give nicknames to things that you like.
Yeah, this is very interesting one, because I knew how it's Circle K, and I knew when people hang around the Circle K. CK is so segmented in Indonesia, because just only the youngster, especially the